Bali has become one of the world's most leading digital nomad hubs. With a lot of people traveling from different countries to the small island, it has become one of the most crowded islands in the world. But with a lot of facilities like gyms, co-working space, cafes, designed to suit the nomadic life, it's still one of the best digital nomad hubs to live in whilst working remotely. Today we're gonna go out, interact with digital nomads living in Bali, find out how they survive working remotely, their cost of living, and any vital questions. This is one of the co-working space here in Bali. Very serene environment, so you don't need to buy a membership. You can just grab coffee and get a job done here. They also have this swimming pool that you can relax when you're burnt out from working. Quite chilled, quite relaxing, and also a very good place for networking. You can see the boys out here networking, talking after work. So I'm gonna sit down and then we're gonna talk to a few people, interact with them for them to share their experience working remotely. What's your name and where are you from?
I am Karim and I am from Mexico.
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 How long have you been living in Bali?
Around 5 months already.
5 months. What made you decide you want to move to Bali?
Many things. Here is beautiful and yeah, a lot of people work online, so it's good for growing your business if you have one online. And the lifestyle, everybody wants to be fit, everybody wants to have good life in spiritual, finance, and yeah, it's just paradise here for people who work remote and for people who wants to grow in any facets.
Talking about working remotely, what do you do?
I am a Spanish teacher and also I have a digital marketing business. Yeah, growing up.
Spanish teacher, online?
Online, 100% online.
That's
yeah, my
interesting.
classes are online, one by one. I work with a platform that give me the students and it's pretty good.
How do you get into it?
Well, yeah, I was waitress for many years and then I just figured out that I didn't want to be waitress anymore. I wanted to travel around the world, so I started to studying. And I was studying for a few months teach. So it was practically just looking for jobs, and I had some experience. I get some courses, and yeah, I speak English already, so it was pretty.
What is one challenge that you faced when you decided to leave your job and experience something new?
In the moment when I was like literally sick of my job, it was working a lot, 12 hours per day, and yeah, just making good money, because you can make good money in a tourist place in Mexico. I was working in Cancun, but yeah, working all day long, and you don't really enjoy what you. It's not about how much money you can make, if how you can spend your life, and it was a lot. I didn't was living, I was surviving, and in that moment I say, okay, I have enough. I see a lot of people like arriving to the place and talking with them. Oh no, I'm working remotely. I'm doing this, and I say, okay, I can do it, because I see there is no difference between you and me. It's just a decision.
Okay. And how did you find your remote job?
Yeah, online. Yeah, I was literally looking like how I can travel around the world and work remote. And yeah, I see that and I say, okay, I have some studies already, so I need to just finish, get my course done, and yeah.
So, living in Bali for 5 months, what is one thing that you didn't expect, but when you came here, you realized and you fell in love with it?
Okay, I came here in December for 3 weeks, and actually I was living in Thailand for 2 months, because Thailand for me was like the best. Yeah, the island lifestyle is good, but when I arrived, I just figured out that the people here is a little bit better. I don't want to say that, but yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it's different.
The people who arrive to Thailand,
both like
party people, hippie, smoke weed, and here is more like
business and networking people.
Exactly.
Okay. Estimately, how much do you spend in a month in Bali?
Depending. I can spend a lot of money, or I can save, depending. Like if you want literally save money, you can live good with $1,000. But also if you want to live going to a coffee place every day for work, and party on weekends, go to the best gym, because the gym here is expensive. Yeah, overpriced. which is good because the gyms here are really good. Yeah, maybe 2.5k per month. Yeah.
Okay. All
Depending.
right. And what is the difference between living in Bali and then living in Mexico?
Oh, many things, many things. We can start for safe. Here is very safe. You like a woman in Mexico is very dangerous right now, so here I feel safe. And second is cheaper. Mexico is expensive. Where I'm from, Cancun is like America. It's just American prices because there is a lot of tourism. So it's for I feel safe and it's cheaper here and really good life.
If you have to give one advice to someone who has hit rock bottom and they want to start a new job or get into like remote job, what is one advice you give to them?
Okay, believe in your dreams. You can do it. If you have those dreams, you can make it. You only need to make the decision, be like consistently and try. It's always about try until you get it. Because I was waitress, just literally serving food for people, and now I'm working.
Right now you're making millions.
Yeah, well, I'm working on it, of course, but I'm living the life of my dreams.
Okay. And last one, you've already been in Bali for 5 months. Do you see yourself living for many years?
Minimum at least 3, 4, 5 years. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I want to enjoy for a little longer here for sure. Nice talking to you.
What's your name and where you from?
My name's Kenzo and I'm from Southeast London.
How long have you been in Bali?
I've been in Bali just a few weeks now, but I've been traveling around Asia for 6 months.
What made you decide to start traveling?
I just got sick of England, man. I got sick of the cold weather. I got sick of the vibes of everyone being all gloomy, and I was seeing so many people living better lives out here, so I just got inspired and had to book a one-way ticket.
What is the difference between living in Bali and living in UK?
I say the biggest difference is the quality of life. Being able to wake up, instant sunshine, instantly I can go get my steps in, not worry about having to wear a coat. Also just how much I'm spending. If I was in England, I'd be spending, as soon as I leave the house, I'm probably spending £20 and it's not even on shit that I actually want to get. Whereas here, it's like I can spend a fraction of that. I can go to the gym, I can get all the protein I need, I can meet great people. Yeah, it's a lot better.
So averagely, how much do you spend in a month in Bali?
I'd say I'm probably averaging around $1,300. If I want to go all out, then maybe max $1,500. It's just super affordable out here.
What do you do?
So right now I'm a fitness instructor. I'm also helping people build their digital brands as well.
How do you get into that?
I was just not satisfied with the work I was doing. I've done a lot of different jobs. I've done Airbnb, I've done hosting a studio, I've done all kinds of different roles, crypto, trading, and it was just something that was really natural to me. And I just fell in love with fitness and I love helping people grow.
Is it that right now you're making more money from personal training? That's why you decided to quit your job from UK?
Yeah, 100%. And to be honest, it wasn't even that. It was as soon as I realized I could make a consistent amount of income doing something that gave me some time freedom, then I thought, why would I lock myself down to just do one role where I have to listen to someone else, follow someone else's kind of structure when I can just build something for myself? The way that I see it, worst case scenario, I go broke and I have to go home, or I can stay out here, keep the hustle alive and keep pushing myself. And that's what I love about Bali.
I've been in Bali for about 6 months, and one thing I've observed, there are not a lot of black people like us in Bali. Why do you think a lot of black people don't take the initiative to be in places like this to explore new opportunities?
I think it's just a lack of knowledge. I think not everyone knows about how much potential actually that there is in Bali. And on top of that, a lot of us have been sold the dream that the only way to really be successful is to go to America, go to England. That's what our forefathers, that's what our grandparents were. That was their dream. But I feel like we're now on a new frontier where we've got to be the next generation to go to these new places and figure out that a better quality of life where we can live, we can sustain ourselves without having to do the status quo.
What is a typical day like for you in Bali?
So ideally I like to get up around 4 a.m. I like to do work for a few hours till about midday. Then I'm going to go hit training. I love doing fasted training as well.
You have a great physique. How many times do you train a day?
Thanks, bro. I like to train. I only train once a day, but I'm training 6 to 5 days out of the week.
And how long have you been training?
I've only been training for about 2 years, literally about 2 years.
No,
Yeah.
I have the West African genetics, right? So I've been training for like 4 years. But he looks much better than me.
Thank you, bro. You know what? It was a mix of things. I remember one of the first things was I was going through a breakup. So you know that I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I was going through a breakup.
Breakup motivation, right?
Breakup motivation, bro. You ever been like, if you're sat down and you're thinking, someone is banging my girl right now. I'm not gonna keep it real. When you got that motivation, bro, do you know how hard you're able to push, brother? Every week was a new personal best, brother. So you know, I would say shout out to my ex Isabel. I appreciate you. And yeah, man, just alchemy. That's what I believe. Just turning any negative energy into something positive. And that's why I'm so passionate about training now, because I know that it's just a great outlet for men, and especially because we don't really talk about our emotions. I know that if you just go up to someone asking how you feel, sometimes you're like, I feel like I'm being a bit of a, you know, I'm being a bit feminine, I'm being a girl. And that's why I love the gym. You can channel all that energy, all that aggression, all of that feeling of discontent into something positive.
All right, we've talked about a lot of positives. So what is one negative thing, or what is one challenge that you face working remotely?
That's a good question. I think the challenges that sometimes you can face is feeling that longing for an authentic connection, because when you're remote, you're traveling a lot, you're in a lot of different places, and it's cool to meet like different girls, different people temporarily, but sometimes you do miss those people that you'd see back at home all the time. You do miss being able to connect with your family. So that's the one thing, and that's actually the reason why I've decided to stay in Bali a little bit longer, so that I can just get a nice routine, feel like I'm kind of connected with a community of like-minded people, as opposed to keep going around, because I was going all over Thailand, all over Vietnam for like the last 4 or 5 months.
All right, so if there is anyone that wants to be on this journey, what one advice will you give to them?
I would say be ambitious. Don't be scared to put yourself out there. Be willing to try new things. And also, if you are of an entrepreneurial mind, one of the biggest issues I think we have is we have so many ideas. We're trying to do this, we're trying to do that. I'd say just focus on one thing that you have the most belief in, ignore all the other distractions, and commit.
All right, and then I want you to put out your channel out there in case anyone wants to follow you and then build a physique like this.
So Kenzo Stenics on Instagram and Kenzo Stenics on YouTube, on TikTok, everywhere. Happy to help you guys.
All right, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Jasper and I'm from China.
I used to live in China. Which part of China are you from?
Guangzhou City.
Guangzhou.
Basically like Guangdong province.
I lived in China for 6 years.
6 years.
6 years.
It was so long.
Okay, can you guess if I can speak Mandarin?
I suppose you definitely can. Show us something in Mandarin.
Okay.
What's your name? What's your name in Mandarin?
我叫宝贝 A。
Babe AB. Oh my god. Four names, like 4 words. Babe AB.
宝贝 AB.
Oh, 宝贝 AB.
So my Chinese name is kind of weird, so it says Baby AB. Yeah.
I see. Baby AB.
How long have you been in Bali?
This is my 3rd day, and I'm gonna spend like 2 weeks up here.
2 weeks in Bali.
Yeah.
This vacation.
Just part of my month holiday. Yeah.
Do you work remotely?
Part of, because I have a main job in China. So basically, if I work at here, I work online because I have 3 jobs.
Working.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about your job? The 3 jobs.
Like the second job is I'm an influencer and Red Note. Okay. So like this is part of my income. And the third job is I work for my sister's company.
Okay.
Yeah. I work for like brand marketing.
Marketing.
Yeah, marketing.
Okay. How do you balance working 3 jobs at the same time? Because you look very young.
Yeah, I'm just graduated from the college, and I just manage all the duties, and I have my some of my friends will to help me to operate that. Okay. So like 我会有一个助理 just like 助理怎么说 in English? Assistant. Yeah, I have an assistant to help me to manage social media's contents creating, and sister's company. Basically, I just have to like spend a little time, can just manage all of those things.
Interesting. As a quite younger, how old are you?
Like 22.
22, and your jobs.
Yes.
That's really impressive. Yes. Very impressive. And what do you think about Bali?
It's a great place, and such a great place to spend your holiday, and you know we can just like serve the new things, and and I went to surf like at the first day in Bali, and it was like so exciting, so exciting. So I can't just wait to explore more things, diving, because I haven't dived for once.
Okay. And over here, there are not a lot of Chinese around. How do you manage interacting with people from other race and from different countries?
First of all, I think the most of the important thing is like practice like, my English well. This is the like some premise. And secondly, I think that we can just interact with each other with some basic easy English, but after all, I think that another most important thing is like keep polite.
Be polite.
Be polite. I suppose that the people, whatever, everyone I met here is so polite and so
very welcoming enough.
That's great.
All right, thank you, Jasper. It's been quite inspirational stories from working as a waitress to owning 2 businesses. Everything is possible. Right here is Obsidian Bali, one of the best gyms in Bali. So we're gonna go inside and see if you can get some digital nomads to interact with. Let's go. What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Sunshine. I'm from the US.
Sunshine. That's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
How long have you been in Bali?
On the 18th, it was my year anniversary.
Why did you move to Bali?
It was actually by accident. I was going to come to visit, and then I just stayed here.
Why that decision?
It's really easy to stay here, and so many people are very like-minded and open-minded too, so you could kind of be whoever you want to be. Well, be yourself, and you could just stay here.
What do you do?
Social media strategy.
How did you get into that?
By accident.
Everything is by accident.
Literally, it is. I created different Instagrams and they all did really good. I just stuck to the same topic, and then now I can't talk. Now I teach women that.
So how is your job like, and how do you manage to live remotely whilst doing your work?
So I actually have employees now. So I don't really work much. I was able to train these employees and they do all the work for me.
Can you employ me too?
Sure.
Do you feel Bali is a place that you can be very productive?
No.
No?
No.
Why so?
You could kind of just do whatever you want here, and you don't really see many pretty things to like motivate you. You don't see many cars or anything, and it's really easy to just relax at a beach club all day.
According to other people too, they feel like Bali is a very good place to be productive and also lock in, but it seems you have a different opinion.
Because I don't see very many people locking in. You have to go to cafes or something. You have to kind of like search it, and yeah, I see it easier to relax.
How affordable is Bali as compared to the US?
Oh, so much more affordable. I think it's 1/4 of the price.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And then with the price that you live in Bali, you can live a quality life as compared to the US, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And I feel like no matter how much money you have, as long as it's an American amount, you could live whatever lifestyle you want here.
So averagely, how much will someone spend in Bali?
It depends. So some months I could spend as little as $1,000, and that includes rent as well, and going out to eat every single day, every single meal, having nice gyms, and then the sky's the limit. Whatever type of lifestyle you want, you could get it.
Would you recommend Bali as a place for someone who wants to go on a remote job or as a digital nomad?
100%. I think this is a great starting point here, or a place to escape.
What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Omar. I'm from Sudan.
My fellow African, nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, what do you do?
I sell coffee for a living. Yeah, coffee beans.
How do you get into that?
Well, I was born into a family that sell coffee.
Okay. In Sudan?
Yeah, in Sudan, and the coffee factory is in Uganda actually. So East Africa.
So is it like a family business?
It's a family business, yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't see a lot of black people, especially Africans, here in Bali. So what made you decide I want to move to Bali?
Completely random, man. I just, like everybody else, I came to Bali and I was like, why not?
So was it like a vacation?
What, like a workation.
Workation. And then what is that one thing that made you decide, you know what, I want to move to this place. I want to make this place my base?
Completely random. I just came to Bali and I love the vibe. I love the consistency. I love the discipline. I don't party. I don't go to clubs. I don't do alcohol. So it's just I wake up every day and I love the routine. Okay. That's how.
What is one thing that differs from Bali, living in Bali and also living in Sudan?
Africa is very different, but Africa is home. So Bali is like a holiday. Bali has always been a home to me too. I love how Indonesian people, I love Indonesian people, man.
What is your monthly cost living in Bali in terms of accommodation, food, and rent?
I think it depends, but I'll say from 1K US dollars to 1.8, 1 to 1.8K.
Okay, so if there is any African watching or any black guy watching you, would you recommend them moving to Bali if they are working remotely?
Of course, man. Don't even think about it. Immediately come to Bali.
Any advice to anyone moving to Bali?
One advice is just to stay with the laws, Indonesian laws. Don't go out. Don't do anything illegal.
That's a good advice. All right, thank you, bro.
Thank you, brother.
What's your name and where you from?
My name is Emma and I'm from London.
Which part of London?
Northwest London. Hampstead, do you know it?
I think so. All right. How long have you been in Bali?
2 months so far.
What are you doing in Bali?
I quit my job in London and I came here to just figure things out and find myself, you could say. And now I'm here to figure out what I want to work on my own business. And I'm here to figure things out and try and start that. And here's a great place to do it.
Why did you quit your job?
I was bored of all the London life. I was working in a very corporate media job, very hustle and bustle in London. I'm very into holistic wellness, so I thought Bali is a great place to kind of come and work on that side of things. And also, why not? Why did I quit my job? Why not quit my job?
I mean, I don't know the conditions
Yeah.
in your job, right? So, among all these places, why did you choose Bali?
Because Bali has a huge hub of like wellness, spirituality, and there's also loads of digital nomads, loads of people working, so it's a great spot. And I thought there's lots of other Brits, and so I felt more comfortable to go. I came solo on my own as a female, so I thought I felt safe here to do it.
Talking about traveling solo, what is one challenge traveling solo as a female?
I actually haven't experienced any too negative things. Being a female solo traveller, I think one thing just as a traveller in general that I found difficult is, I think, also on your own, deciding where you're going to stay all the time and like moving around and so many different things, and it can get so overwhelming that actually for the first 2 months I came here to relax, but ended up like couldn't relax. I was always thinking, where am I going next? And then you know different people are making different plans and you make things for different people, but then people come and go and you've got to really just do what you're here on your own, not doing things for other people and doing what you want to do. And so yeah, it just can get overwhelming. It's what I found.
What's your name and where you from?
So my name is Nastasia and I'm from Switzerland.
What do you do?
I have 2 businesses. So the first one is business development consulting services for lawyers and law firms based in London. And the second one, I'm starting it with my sister and another co-founder, and we're building a community for founders of tech startups so they can have all the support they need from idea all the way through to exit. And that's launching in the next month or so.
That's brilliant. How did you get into it?
So I used to work in big international law firms for 5 years, and I really enjoyed, I was so ambitious and so into it, but I hated having people in senior leadership making decisions that I thought were ridiculous. And I feel like they didn't understand the business. It wasn't people focused. I thought it was terrible having these seniors hanging over my head, and I was like, I just want to be my own boss. So actually a year ago today, I just quit my job. I had burnt out. So I was for 2 months on sick leave, and I was unable to get out of bed. I was so depressed, and I decided to, I quit, and then I came to Bali for a month to just kind of regroup. And it's a very basic thing to do, but it was just what I needed. And then I set up my own business after that.
So you were tired of working for someone, being someone's servant in a way?
Yeah.
So how is it like being a boss yourself and running things by yourself?
Oh my God. So there's 2 sides of it. It's amazing being able to wake up and be like, oh, I'm going to start whenever I want today and I'm going to finish whenever I want today. There's also an incredible amount of pressure on your shoulders because from the moment you have clients, they're 100% relying on you. It's your name, your brand, everything that's on the line. And it's difficult at the beginning. I'm 11 months in now, but at the beginning it was very hard, obviously financially, because you don't have clients that come in immediately. You have to build it. And for me, there were times financially where I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to make it to next month. How am I going to pay rent? How am I going to do those things? So it's an incredible amount of pressure, but I think once you start, you can't go back to corporate. That's what I experienced. Setting foot into that life where I have freedom and I'm my own boss, I can't see it any other way now. Yeah.
There are a lot of places around. Why did you choose Bali?
Oh, I think Bali has like this, there's something about it. Obviously, the weather is amazing. I live in London currently, so it's total opposites. But I also do think it's more affordable as well, again, compared to London, and just has this vibe to it. I just think even just like now, obviously, so we're staying in a co-working hostel, everyone I've met has been kind of like on the same level as me, like super inspired, ambitious, and they have this open-mindedness because they're travelers. So there's this whole vibe here in Bali, and it's made me so even more ambitious, even more creative and efficient than I usually am with my business. So yeah, this place has a special like magic thing to it. I can't explain it. It's hard. Yeah.
What is a typical day life like you in Bali?
So for me, I can tell you, it depends. So obviously, I quite like working out. So typical day would be like I wake up, go to the gym, go get a smoothie bowl, and then go tan for like an hour or two. Bali life. And then I'll start working around like 2 p.m. because I'm working UK hours. And during my lunch break, I'll go watch the sunset. And then I'll come back here and I'll work until 11:30 midnight, and then repeat the next day. But some days I won't work out because it's my recovery day and I'll go get a massage instead. Today I went and got my hair cut before I started work. So yeah, it's great.
Do you think the life in Bali is quality more than the life in London?
It's quite what, sorry?
Quality.
The quality is better for sure. Well, it depends what you want, right? Because London you can't compare the nature. There's no nature like there is in Bali. You don't have the beach, you don't have the sea, you don't have anything. But I do think I came here because I really wanted to I'm working really hard at the moment, and I need to make sure that the time that I'm not working, I'm really resting, recovering in like the best way that I can. And I felt like I was missing that in London. I couldn't do the recovery piece well. Yeah.
As a female solo traveler, what is one challenge that you face often?
It's scary. I think walking around at night, so London is definitely a lot more scary and unsafe at night than it is in Bali, for example. But yeah, I'll be honest, if I'm walking alone in a street and there's one man or if there's a group of men, it's really scary. It's not the most fun. There's a lot of things I do to kind of like make sure that I'm in the safest position that I can. So I have my live location shared with family, for example. They know where I am at all times. And that wasn't them who asked. It was something that like we just agreed on, and it makes us both feel safe, like my family. And I update them regularly on where I am. I make female friends in places like this where we check in on each other. I have a friend who's on Gili right now, and I'm checking in with her how she's doing and all that. I think it's just a matter of just being careful and not being silly. With decisions you make. I try not to find myself like alone in any situation that I'm uncomfortable with. Yeah, I am 29, so I've had time to experience those things and be more careful. So yeah.
If there's anyone that wants to be a digital nomad like you, what one advice will you give to them?
Literally just start now. Don't wait. And I think the one thing with me was that I put it off for so long because I wasn't sure and I was really scared. But just throw yourself into it. Just try. Like, even if your first business fails or whatever, like that happens to pretty much everyone, by the way. It's never going to be the first one that works. But if it's a life that you want, you're going to have to put in like really hard work at the beginning, but just go for it and try. I think for me it took, I would say, 8-9 months to get to the life I wanted to. So for 8-9 months I wasn't really enjoying myself. I was budgeting so hard. I wasn't going out or traveling or anything because I knew that was the ultimate goal. But now that I've gotten to it, I'm like, yeah, it was so worth it. So yeah.
Nice talking to you.
You too. Thank you.
That was smooth.